After a long two-week build-up here in the Bay Area, the moment has finally arrived. It is time for football here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Indianapolis Colts taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win. Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl? Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
This pass left side to Downs. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. Gravity Lion. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw this. And he fends him off. Able to fight through one tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready. Bronco 80. Ready, ready.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. breaks the tackle. Now Allen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Seahawks 0. Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Cut my team! Cut! Let's go now! Panther 60! Panther 60!
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Go!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll get that to Charbonnet. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Lions. Grenette. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Open man. He's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. His first ever catch in a Super Bowl. A nice moment. And also a first down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name. But I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Looking to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolf.
First and 10, Taylor now. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 4.
19, shot, check mash, check mash.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. As the crossing route, and he finds Pittman. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
15-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9.
Come on, set. Bronco and Warrior 70. Ready.
And Richardson yet again. That's complete to Pierce. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Stephon Gilmore dials the corner blitz and earns the sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Get it. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
Quick throw caught by Cup out wide. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
19 tight, 19 tight. 2. 19, 18.
Smith and Jigba in motion right. He'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10.
Check, check. Ready.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Oh, look at the juke. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Hold the ready.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down at a yard.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
From the gun, it's Taylor. The 20. 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Colts continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And running with power here. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but hold on, we finished.
Okay,
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready? 19 Tigers, 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Viking 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11.
Buffalo 18. Come on. Hey. Gotta be lying.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
Let's go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got man complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Cowboy 8, Mustang 19. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
On play action, they'll throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
On the ready.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Red. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They're going to look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Zach Charbonnet from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are on the board here in this Super Bowl. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Get it. No, Reed. Go. Ready, ready.
Play action. Now Richardson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go now. Liking 18.
Now Richardson back to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Hey, smash, let's go. Gravity Lions.
Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, set. Cougar 19. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get into the end zone. A touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Colts are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Prater set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Smith and Jigba in motion right. They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
19 tight, not 30. 19, 8, cut 19, trap 60, trap 60.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Cougar 19, Buffalo 18. Ready.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Come on, come on. Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. The quick hitter complete. It's Horton. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Myers' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. He's got his man, it's Pierce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
60 Bison.
They go play action with Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now 2nd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Warriors 70. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw this. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
70, Timberwolf. Dragon 60. Ready.
Now Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Knocked it. Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 79 Broncos.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going up top for Cup. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
Set to kick off.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, It's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They've been great all year long. That's the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Come on. Pass the 60.
He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Let's go. 60 Eagles.
Out of the gun, it gives to Charbonnet. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. Pass all 80.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. That is caught. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
On the set. 60 Eagles. 70 Ranger. Trap 60.
Motion left, Cup. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Now Myers for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Colts 24, Seahawks 17. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Shot. Hawk 70. Hawk.
Richardson completes a quick one out wide. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back to 60. Back to 60.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Leonard Williams, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Ready? 60 biceps. 60 biceps. Ready?
Here's Richardson to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Cougar 19. Buffalo 18.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
At the 27-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Bronco 80.
Richardson off the play fake. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. The escapability in evidence there. Is that one good for 15 and a first?
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On the double. Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now it's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Second and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Ready! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
Ready.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
26-yard attempt.
And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Raiders set to kick off.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. It across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Set. 70 Timberwolves.
Now back to throw. That's taken in by Arroyo. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd down and 3.
18 Robert. 8. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll drop to throw. They're complete to Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
65 cash. 65. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That'll be caught by Cobb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the game there.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Buffalo 18.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Horton. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
19, 18, come 19, come 19.
They'll look to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
He'll drop to throw. He completes it right side and right. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Looking to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
Ready?
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He'll try to do it himself. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast, we'll be seeing it in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
Got it. Ready?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey. 7, Cowboy 8, Warriors 17. Ready?
Now Richardson back to throw it. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
65 catch, 65 catch, go.
Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the ready. Let's go. Bronco 80. Ready, ready.
They'll give to Taylor out of the gun. He's got it to the 43 here. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
18, move it, 19.
Richardson looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Ready?
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's 3rd and 9.
Back. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 Lions.
Richardson looking to throw this. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He's back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the fourth quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Hit. Viking 18. Ready.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Well, what a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical third down here.
Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
A gain on the play. That's good for a Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And set up the screen to Taylor. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Cowboy 80. Check. Hurt. Ready.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in Indianapolis. The Colts are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, we've talked to guys that have done it.